Guys, nobody likes MMOs more than me. I've played nearly all of them. Absolutely love massive multiplayer online games. So when Lost Ark came out, the hype this has got, you know, you've seen lots of them thumbnails from streamers where they've got a shocked face and they're going, oh! And it's like the headline is, you must play this game. You know, lots of that going on. And from very, very reputable streamers. Yeah, so obviously I was like taken in by all of that. Yeah. And so I downloaded this because it's now free to play. It came out on the 11th as a free to play game. So I've been playing it now for 11 hours. You can get up to level 50 and I'm up to level 21 now. And I'm going to tell you my experiences. I can't tell you anything past level 21, but you know, when you're pretty much halfway through the game, which is what I am, halfway to end game, should I say, because end games, you know, a lot of things will happen at level 50 that I've never, and I never will get to see because I've uninstalled the big pile of shite. But I'll tell you about my experience up to level 21. So you start with your character selection. Every character that's female has very large breasts and there's nothing you can do about it. They're totally sexualized in all of the gear that they're wearing. With very, very large bosoms, and you will have large breasts if you pay a female. And did I say pay a female? I said pay, I meant play a female, that's hilarious. But, banned. But yeah, I wanted to play a mage and you have to be a female with a mage. I don't know why, but you just do, okay? So I chose the sorcerer out of the subclasses. Of a mage. Most classes have a subclass. You've got warriors, basically you've got your tanks, your support, your healers, your DPS. That's the way it goes. And my girlfriend, she chose an assassin, which was a DPS. So we're both quite squishy and we're both DPS. So we customized our character, went out into the world and started to do these quests in this really awful area that it was all linear. There was nobody there. We saw about 5 people and there's 1.3 million people playing. And I was like, where's everybody? Where's all the bloody people? You know, I mean, all right, we were on one of the many servers, but I expected to be like surrounded by like 30, 40, 50 people because, you know, I've played the big MMOs like World of Warcraft, City of Heroes, and I'm used to being in an MMO, you know. In this, I've never seen, when I've been out questing in the world, I've never seen more than, I think, 6 people in my area, ever. And this is on release weekend, when you have to queue up for a couple of hours just to get into the game. And the reason is, guys, is because they use instances of the areas that you're in. And I don't know how many people's allowed in these instances, but it's so fucking small that you will hardly ever see anybody. It's not an MMO. It's Smoke and Mirrors MMO. It's not a proper MMO. I'm just saying. So before people start saying, oh, it's an MMO, Mike, 1.3 million fake fans. No, I'm sorry. In my world, this is never, ever going to be an MMO because where's everybody? Hello? Hello? Anybody there? Hello? Is that person? No, sorry. There's nobody there. It's not an MMO. End of. So, you go into these, you leave your city in the starting area where you first start, and you go into this new land, and you put your map on, and what you see, guys, is this like little path through. It's just like a little, it's not even an open area, it's just a little path, and there's little quests, and there's little areas that open up, where there's a few mobs, and a few plants to pick up, or you might have to put a fire out, or set fire to a tent, and I thought, that's fair enough. It's the start area. Obviously, it's going to be like this, but then it'll open up into the, into the big thing that it is. And no, that never happened, guys. It's level 21 now, 11 hours in. In every area is a shitty linear pathway. It's a little, it's awful. A little linear path where you literally one-shot everything. It doesn't matter what. Oh, there's 10 mobs coming. Oh shit. I better press the A key then. Aha, there's 15 coming now. 15, you see. I'll press D then. I swear, guys, I'm not jesting you. I'll take out 20 mobs with one button. One button. I took out a boss. I walked up to a boss, stood next to him, and pressed 4 buttons. And I didn't look at the screen. I looked at my keyboard to make sure I pressed the right 4 buttons. The 4 buttons were my big AoEs that happen around where I'm standing. And I killed the boss. I one-shotted the boss in under 5 seconds. That was it. Well, 4-shot at the boss in 5 seconds. It was hilarious. We went into the last dungeon we did was a level 20 dungeon where you're supposed to have a healer and a tank, guys. You're supposed to have a healer and a tank. We walked in as 2 DPS. You can either do the dungeon on normal or hard. We did it on hard with 2 DPSs. Yeah, we died a few times, but when you die, you just press a button and you instantly resurrect again. And we got shit loot. It was a shit boring dungeon, and we were just annihilating everybody. It was just garbage. It was just garbage. I've never played an easier game in my life. This is like, this game should have a thing on saying suitable for ages 4 to 7. Because I swear, I've never been challenged. I mean, I'm not just saying this to try and be funny. I swear down, guys. I mean, I've never even died in the open world doing a quest. Never once died. The only time I died was in the hard dungeon, because I was tanking the boss with my face as a clothy. So obviously I'm going to die. I think I died about 7 or 8 times on the boss fight because we didn't have a tank, but it didn't stop us from doing it. I mean, if you go into any other MMO I've played, you can't do that. You literally would just be... Do you know what? RFK is the first dungeon in World of Warcraft. You can do that at level 14. If you walked in there with 2 DPS into RFK, you wouldn't even get past the first 6 mobs. You'd just be wrecked. As far as the boss would just laugh at you. You can't do it. You know, you need tanks in here. Not in this game. Not in this game. This game is just, yeah, absolutely boring. The story is awful. The story is like, you know, when you watch Korean movies, they seem to be like modern stuff. There's a few on Netflix at the minute. There's one about the zombies in the high school that I'm watching. And you know, you would think they were made in the 1940s, apart from the gores over the top. But I'm on about the acting and the writing. Well, it's just the same. It's like, you know, the villain is a pantomime villain. I fooled you all. It's all that kind of stuff. And the hero is, you stand back over here, I'll save you. You know, it's all that shite that was kind of around in the 40s, you know? Well, that's what this game is.
Interesting. Sadly, I think it's time to leave. But don't worry. We'll meet again.
Every cutscene is like that. It's just... and it's so disjointed, the game. You know, you'll be fighting some mobs, and you know there's nothing to your right. Just nothing, just a hedge. And then all of a sudden, 10 mobs will run from onto your screen from the right, and you think, that's impossible. There's nothing there that you could have come from. It just keeps throwing mobs at you, and you have to keep pressing a button to kill them. Now, yes, a lot of people are going to get angry at what I've said because they don't like the truth. But no, they're going to be saying, no, Mac, you haven't played it long enough. I get it. You have to play it for 4,000 hours before it gets good. Well, I'm sorry. 11 hours, if I haven't been entertained, are you not entertained? No, I'm fucking not entertained. 11 hours in, halfway through the actual leveling process, and I haven't even been challenged yet. And I've tried to do it on the hardest possible difficulty, and it's still just baby's first MMO. And you're getting showered with gifts. Oh, you've logged on, Mac. He's a gift. You logged on yesterday as well. He's another gift, Mac. Oh, you know what? You talked to her over there. There's a chest full of goodies for that. Oh, you've been in the inn. Have another fucking reward. What's that? Hey, do you need a horse, Mac? There's your horse. But why should I be given a horse? Oh, just take it, Mac. There's a mount for you. It might look stupid with the animations, but just have it anyway. There's another one. And if you just press the guides there at the bottom, you'll find out we've given you another reward. But why am I getting all these rewards? Here's a reward for asking that. You know, it's just like showering me with fucking rewards for doing nothing. I wonder if it's because you're getting all these rewards, because every time you open a reward it goes diddle-link, plays a little jiggy tune, and there's all the big pops, and ooh, you're getting all this because there's a cash shop full of shit like that you can buy. Yeah. Now, I don't mind them selling stuff on a cash shop because it's a free-to-play game. They've got to make their money somewhere. So have all the cosmetics to make your breasts look even bigger. But, you know, don't sell boosts and all that shit, because that then starts to go into the pay-to-win elements. There's nothing I've seen in this game that I'm never going to play it again. It's me out. It's a very poor MMO. But don't take my word for it. It's free. About 50 gig download. Go and download it. Start leveling up. Let's see after 11 hours if you too are finding that the game is just super piss boring and easy. Because that's what my experience has been. Very disappointed, because I would love to get my teeth into another brand new MMO. It ain't going to be this one.
defeated Achira. That's amazing.